Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence. A rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. And now your song is on repeat. And I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. That is the song of the week. It's Symphony by Clean Bandit, featuring Zara Larsson, is it? Or Ella Henderson? I don't know. It's one of the two. I think it's Zara Larsson, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's Zara Larsson. Alright, but what is the theme of the week for these Championship match day number 25 predictions? Well, it's simple, isn't it? It's gotta be. It is dragons. That's right. So, what is the colour of the week, though? It's going to be black. Simple. Right, let's get into these predictions. And before we do, we're going to try and get some dragon... Well, not before we do. As we do, we're going to try and get some dragon-themed sound effects in there. So, yeah, let's see what we can do with that. But yeah, the first game to predict, though, is going to be between Reading and Coventry. And it's a game that kicks off at 6 o'clock on Tuesday, which is today. But I'm going to say a 2-0 comfortable win for Reading. Now, it's an interesting one, this one, because Coventry have been, you know, a team that can cause upsets. But you've still got to fancy Reading to get the game in the palm of their hand and, yeah, get the 2-0 win to send them up, flying up the table, as a dragon would do. Now we've got a game between Derby and Bournemouth. Now, interesting one, this one, because Derby, if on paper, before you'd have known this season, you'd have said, oh yeah, Derby are a really good team. This season, though, don't even want to talk about it. So Wayne Rooney... Apparently that's a dragon. Sounds more like a dinosaur from Jurassic Park. But anyway, the point is, Derby have actually been really poor this season. Bournemouth have been really good. So it doesn't bode well, really. So I think this is going to be a big win for Bournemouth. I'm going to go with Derby County 0, Bournemouth 3. And then we've got a match-up between Blackburn and Swansea City. Another tough game to call because they're both good sides. Let's go for a draw because Blackburn are a good team. I rate them. Obviously they got that very good result against Birmingham. Bradley Dack, what a player, cracking player. But now this is a home game this time, so yeah, we'll go with a 1-1 draw, with goals coming from, let's say, I was going to say Smith Rowe, but sorry, Smith Rowe, he's at Arsenal. No, I was going to say Gibbs White, but he's gone back to Wolves. All right, well, I'll say the Swansea goal scorer will be Ryan Manning, the midfielder, slash defender, but I guess you could say he's a midfielder. And then the goal for Blackburn, let's go for a goal from the forward. That is pretty lethal most of the time. It is Adam Armstrong. All right, now we've got a match-up this game week between Rotherham and Stoke City. Now, who knows if it'll go ahead because Rotherham have had their COVID troubles, but I'm going to predict it anyway. I'm going to say 2-0 to Stoke City with goals from Tyrese Campbell and also a goal coming from the defender that goes by the name of Ryan Shawcross. How he's still at that club, I will never know. He seems to have been there since he was a little kid. But now we've got a game between Watford and Barnsley. Come on, you Horns! Massive game at the Vic because we're trying to basically make up for what was a really poor game when we played them against Barnsley. When we played Barnsley, I should say. But the point is, this is a game we have to be winning. And we have to really go for this game, you know, full throttle, full force. And it's, you know, in a spread of games where we've got away matches, this is our only home one. So, yeah, we've got to go for it. But I think it'll be tight because Barnsley can cause an upset. So, we'll go with Watford 2, Barnsley Town 1. Come on, we need to be getting a win here. And I think Sierralta, the defender that's been putting in some absolutely quality defending performances in the Chile international, will actually get his first Watford goal on 25 minutes. But then Watford increased their lead at Vicarage Road with a goal coming from a free kick. An absolute stunner of a free kick. Our first scored for Watford since like 2016. It's been so long. And James Garner hits it and he smacks it in off the post. Lovely stuff. And that is the second on 17 minutes. I'm sorry. Rewind. I didn't even say any of that. No, the second on 50 minutes, I should say. And then the consolation is scored for Derby. For Barnsley. By, I think they've got a player called Kane. So I think he'll score on 69 minutes. But it stays 2-1 to the Golden Boys. Come on. We have to be winning games like this if we are going to get that second promotion spot. If not, we're going to have to go through the playoffs. And that is just too nervy. Right? We could lose that. So, just hopefully we keep getting the wins and getting the momentum in this busy January. Interestingly enough, the month of January, a team in the Premier League that looked like they might go down to the Championship, Brighton and Hove Albion, they've never won a game in January. Isn't that interesting? Anyway, now we've got a game between Norwich and Bristol City, and it's another tight one, but I've got to fancy Norwich because they've just been amazing. They've seemed to be, unable to stop. So we'll go for a narrow Norwich win, but still a win nonetheless. Norwich City 1, Bristol City 0, and the goal will come from Mario. Is it Mario? I think it is. Vrancic, basically. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's Mario Vrancic. Indeed it is, yep. Got it right. The Bosnian 31-year-old still going strong. Alright, now we've got a matchup that is between, of course, in this game I've just seen on Google Images. The picture, like, you know how you go onto a football team on Google and you've got like the roster and you've got the players? Timu Puki's picture looks like it's like from the 70s. Like, he looks so young. Alright, now we've got a game that is between, of course, Nottingham Forest and Middlesbrough. And I think this is going to be a tight one. Just because Forest can grind out some 0-0 draws. They've not been that good, Forest. And that is reflected by where they do sit in the table in 20th. But I don't know. They're joint on points with no one. But they're close to Birmingham, close to QPR. I don't know. Oh, I'm going to go with a... No, I'm not going to go with a Nottingham Forest draw. I just don't think they're good enough. So we'll say Nottingham Forest 0, Middlesbrough 2. And the goal scorers, Britt Assombalonga against his former team. Oh, the burn. That would be really unfortunate. And then the second goal for Middlesbrough for the very much in form Duncan Watmore, the ex-Sunderland player. I mean, the controversy there is absolutely unreal. Now we've got a matchup between Cardiff City and QPR. And I think this is going to be a Cardiff win because QPR, I don't know, they've not been brilliant this season, have they? And fair play, they did bring back Charlie Austin and he got his goal in the midweek game at Luton. But I just don't think QPR away from home are that much of a force to be reckoned with. Cardiff have dropped off and that's why they're very much trailing behind the other teams in 15th. But I do think Cardiff need to be getting back to winning ways and they will be putting in a big performance. So Cardiff City 3, QPR 2. What a thriller. And now we've got Brentford versus Luton Town. A bit of a London derby this one, I suppose, if you count Luton as in London. But the point is, it's a game that Brentford simply have to win. And I think they will do. I'm going to go for a comprehensive one, though. Brentford 4, Luton Town 1. And finally, we have a game that is, of course, between... Oh, I say it's finally. Secondly, then we've got Birmingham. But first, it's Huddersfield Millwall. And this sees, of course, a game at the John Smith Stadium between 13th and 16th. And Huddersfield have not been too bad, but a bit off and on. and Millwall have not got a win for a while. So I think that this is a time for Millwall fans to get excited, because they'll get the win here, 2-1 on the day to the away side. And finally, we have a matchup that is, of course, between Birmingham and Preston. It's a 7:45 kickoff on Wednesday, and I'm going to go with a Birmingham win here because Preston have been a bit underwhelming. You've never quite known what to make of Preston, but away from home, I think Birmingham will be stronger than Preston, if you get what I mean. Preston will be weaker away from home, and we'll go with another narrow win, but a win nonetheless. Birmingham 1, Preston 0. And who's going to get the magic moment for Aita Karanka's team? It's going to be Lucas Djukowicz, if that's how you pronounce it. The forward, of course, that is the English. Wow, fair play. He's got a pretty obscure name to be an Englishman. Fair enough. Played for Swindon, Everton, and Motherwell. Never knew that. But yeah, he's going to be the winner. Not the winner, but he's going to be the hero. That's the word. Right. That wraps up my score predictions for match day number 25 of this EFL Championship season. Get your predictions down below. Let's see what happens this game week. We need to be beating Barnsley. It's as simple as that. And yeah, we'll just go ahead into the next few games and just hope for some more wins. We just got to focus on the Championship full throttle and really get these wins. Especially, at home, we have to be targeting that. So yeah, hopefully all goes well in match day number 25. But thanks for watching this predictions video. Smash a like on it, and I shall catch you in the next video. But before then, don't go changing. Not sure if that's copyrighted by Spencer FC, but still, hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.